guys? Getting so well? So we'll stick to some basics tonight because I like to always go back to the basics. It's good. So mix it up a little bit. So he's going to be in my closed guard. Focus on key lock. So first things first, I want to break his grips. He's got grips here. No gi, his hands would be up here somewhere, but his hands are not going to be on the mat. So I want to get his hands on the mat. I want to break his posture. So first things first, I come under here with my hands, and I want to pull with my feet as I break his grips at the same time, like that. So I'm going to grab whichever side I want to go to. Go up on your elbow, come around here. At this point, you're going to want to go monkey grips. Monkey grips is that, right, just like that. Because if he starts scrambling and you got a thumb out there, he may snap your thumb and it's really going to suck. So come over here, up on your elbow, switch to monkey grips. At this point, you're going to want to go back and keep this leg on his back, and you're going to want to get a good angle. Okay? Get a good angle, keep your elbows in, don't keep your elbows out, because you're going to be weak. Keep your elbows in nice and tight.
Alright, how's it going, guys? We haven't done a commentary of rolls in a while, so I wanted to highlight this roll I had at the end of class with Iron Mike. So the first thing you're going to see is that there's a lot of patience involved in the techniques, and initially we need to have our hand fight, so I'm going to get control of both of his wrists and try to set up a double. So we go in because Mike does a lot of judo. I don't want him to get my collar. So I get both wrists, and as I shoot, he manages to grab mine and stops the shot. Front headlock, he's going for the guillotine. I need to get my body on the opposite side. I lead with my leg first. Worst case scenario will be half guard. Scramble, scramble, one direction then the other. Over the shoulder. He's grabbing my wrist. Right here, he ends up coming up with a single, and I'm defending with the wizard, keeping heavy with the sprawl. And I start to dig for a Kimura. And as I'm trying to turn him so he'll release the leg and I can come up in a dominant position, I roll. He comes up. I didn't roll quite hard enough. I lose the grip. Come up in half guard anyways. And I'm going to go right back to the Kimura. Here's where the patience is going to kick in because Mike's not giving me the space that I need. I need to get my right leg in between so I can create the space I need to roll Mike over and try to finish this Kimura. As you can see, he is staying on me like glue. I'm trying to wiggle my knee in to create the space. And it's not working. It's not working. I need to roll. Now right there's the space. He moves. And I'm going to slide my right foot inside with the butterfly hook, roll over, come up on top, and try to get this Kimura from the side control. But Mike's tough as nails, so he gets out. Scramble to keep position. I've worked too hard to get there. I want to keep it. He's around my waist and my leg, so I go for the omoplata. Set it up, keep the attacks going, keep him on the defense. He's pushing into me, and he stacks up. He loses his balance for a second, and I'm going to pull myself right into the triangle. Mike's been in the triangle a lot. He knows how to defend it really well, and you'll see right off the bat. He's stacking me up. And I should switch to an arm bar, but I'm not very confident in my arm bars. And he's cutting the angle the opposite angle of what I need. And keeping his knee on my chest, I'm not able to get the right distance I need and the right angle. So he's really straining my legs to try to keep this lock. And I just need to, you'll see me start pushing on the shins to try to straighten back out. And my right hand's going to dive under the leg. I need to cut that angle. Mike's going to try to throw the leg off. It doesn't work. And I managed to cut the angle and finish off the triangle. But that defense was perfect in the beginning. That whole finishing sequence was set up by the patience I had with the Kimura to set up the sweep. So we're going to go again. There's about another minute and a half left in the round. So we're going to start back on the feet. This time Mike's going to get the collar. And he's going to put his judo right to use and start trying to foot sweep me and hip toss me. But I'm defending by putting my hand on the hip, keeping him away. I go for a fireman's really terribly. But here we're in the front headlock again. But this time Mike's staying a bit heavier. And I'm not able to come around because he's not attempting the guillotine. But his hand is around my neck. So right now I have the left hand on the wrist so he can't choke. And more patience. I can't panic, otherwise I'll give him the submission. Right hand grabbing the leg to ensure when I decide to fall back. I'm going to end up in the half guard. Left hand is still on his wrist to make sure I don't get caught in a choke. And we're just going to set up the half guard. We got to wait for his choke to come off before we can really start to attack. I don't want to give him any more space than he already has. So head comes out. I need to start thinking about what he's giving me. And you can tell by my face right here, I am having a terrible time. Mike's making me work very, very hard. His pressure is very heavy on the top. But right here, I'm just going to start setting up my sweep. Once he becomes stagnant, I'm going to take my foot over the top of his. I'm going to straighten out his leg, fundamental sweep. And then all at once, I'm going to dive for the underhook because he's attempting the DARS. Get the foot. And right as I hit the sweep, come up to my knees, time runs out, and that's the end of the round. As you can see, Mike's pressure was starting to wear on me already. But overall, patience and the basics are what won me the round this time.